I've never taken anger management, but like I've talked to people who've taken it. I'm a lot of fun. I was also ready for Indian jokes because there's no way he knows I'm Puerto Rican.
It's not even our holiday, but you have to come.
Live from the beautiful Lion Public House here in Richardson, Texas, it's the Stand-Up Comedy Pre-Show Show with producer Aaron Stout. That's me. And pretty man Mike McCullough.
I'm pretty man Mike McCullough.
Also,
so pretty. I get to write those, so I can put anything I want.
Yeah.
Actually,
that's fantastic.
And you chose pretty? Like, I'd be going for all kinds of other adjectives.
We should talk about our guests.
What would you
It's
say?
proof that vanity runs rampant in
Well,
our...
okay, instead
Absolutely.
of pretty man, what would you say?
I'd go back to the Declaration of Independence and say, I am endowed by my creator
The well-endowed...
with one big inalienable right. You know what I'm saying?
The well-endowed Rocky Dihr is
Rocky
here
Dihr,
with
ladies
us.
and gentlemen.
And
Rocky
what would
flipped the table earlier when he had a thought or two, if you know what I mean.
Hey, that's...
all right, you have to write an intro for yourself. How are you doing it? What's your intro?
Oh, what am I? I'm nice to animals.
Okay, yeah, I get
Um,
that. Yeah.
I'm mean to women. How about nice to animals, mean to women? That's on my
I think
business
that's
card.
I can get behind.
I like
I
that.
think that's
for sure.
accurate.
Yeah, the
I'm a
nice-
misogynistic vegan. I got
Yeah,
you.
there you
the
go.
nice to women. Oh, I'm sorry, I got it the wrong way.
Oh, don't mix that shit up, dude. Excuse me. I'm not.
That's bad for your brand.
Don't mix that stuff up, dude.
That's bad for your brand.
Waldo, you're the nicest guy I know. What's coming over you?
Because you're a man.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We got to do this intro.
Sorry.
Oh.
Nice to animals. He's nice to animals. Mean to women. Waldo, give it up for Waldo, you guys.
Yeah.
I do it for you.
Right.
I do it
Yes.
for you, men.
Yes.
All right, Rocky,
Yes.
what would your intro be? How do we intro you?
We introed him as
Oh.
the well-endowed.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm the Declaration of Independence. Yeah. Hey.
Well,
hurts.
welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
This
us.
is the stand-up comedy pre-show. You know what we
Are
do
we on
here.
cam?
We are. See,
Yes,
it's
it's right there.
Okay.
This is the mansplaining edition.
Yeah, did
'cause-
you? Did you not see the camera?
Like
It is kind
I'm
of
not,
small.
No,
The camera is not
I
well
had a
endowed.
You got a
feeling we
small
might
camera,
be,
Aaron.
but like I didn't know if because you were with us that we weren't on cam, so we are on cam.
I'm multitasking.
Yes.
It's magic.
We should talk about what's going on here.
Oh,
Jake isn't with us anymore.
pour
No
some
wonder.
out.
Sadly,
Pour some out.
No, sadly, he's gone to a better place. New Mexico.
I was going to say dinner
Jake-
with his family. What?
Jake is in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Some of us wish he was dead, but
But
We
not
can't
today.
always get
we
what
can't
we
always
want.
get
That's
what
why
we
we're
want.
here.
Yeah, he
you
is
know?
coming back. He'll be back next week. So.
I think he actually chickened out because Waldo and I are just intimidating.
A lot of people don't like minorities, and Jake seems to fit that mold. And
yeah,
so,
Jake is racist. Is a lot of like
Yeah.
what we're doing is
Yeah,
just
first Namish and now Jacob.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the alternate title for the show, if I
Yes.
recall.
Right,
Yeah.
Jake
It's
is
the
the
Jake is
racist.
Racist podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
The jerk,
Yeah.
if you will.
We had to warn you ahead of time that Jake was going to say something racist. So I'm sorry about
Yeah.
but it's a fair
That's the
warning,
reason
right?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I
I
wanted
know.
to hear his racist diatribe. I was ready for it. But
I was also ready for Indian jokes because there's no way he knows I'm Puerto Rican. You know, like I was ready
Oh
for
yeah,
him.
no, he's
Oh.
yeah. He knows you as like an other, like a box. You're an other.
it's okay. So does my doctor. Like,
Me too.
hey.
Hey.
So yeah, okay. Don't look at me to lead off. Normally,
Oh, okay.
this is
I didn't.
Jake's-
I didn't know.
We don't know.
Jake's
You
I
job.
thought, I
You've
thought
got
this was
this-
like a car seat. You know, I'm not even facing the right way, and y'all
We
are
are gonna-
driving.
no,
but like,
no,
we can
you're
drive.
right. You're
I
right.
usually
We're
just
gonna,
run the camera.
We're
I
gonna
don't know
start
what we're
this
doing.
thing off with pleasantries. Is what we
Pleasantries.
Pleasantries. All right.
That's
I think
a
we've-
tall order
I
for
think
this
that should
group.
Have you guys
Sales.
been pleasantries?
I think we've already done that, right? Said, yay, all right, yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't know. I get called Minnesota Waldo a lot because I'm big on handshakes and hugs. I got a churchy vibe.
Yeah.
So like I could do pleasantries again. But like I also recognize that like we all gave each other like a nice intro. So
That's,
like
that's interesting. You know, both of you guys are clean comics, right? You
Yeah.
yourself like
thank you, Aaron. I'll be
Yes.
here all week. I'll
Yes.
be here all week.
you consider
I
yourself
get-
a clean comic. Is that
What's that?
You're a clean comic.
I am a clean comic. I don't think, I think I would be a non-clean comic, except my daughter is making me be a clean comic.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for
Really?
the kids.
Yes. Yes. Oh, she.
Wait, how old
absolutely.
is your daughter?
She's 9.
Oh,
She's
so
9.
she listens to your comedy.
She does, and that's the reason I'm clean. She said, so when I started doing comedy about a year and a half ago, right? She said, she was 7 years old, and she said, do I get to come to all your shows? And I said, well, no, sweetie, because there's cursing and there's inappropriate stuff. And she looked at me and said, you're going to be cursing and doing inappropriate things on
that's
stage?
heartbreaking.
Right?
Actually.
Yeah.
And so I said, no, of course, not me. She's like, well, Daddy, you can't. You got to promise me that you will do stuff that I can watch. And so my stuff is always clean for her.
What
In
about
8 years, will you do
Yeah,
like
when-
rated
when
R
she-
stuff?
Oh,
Are you,
once she drops the F-bomb on me, I'm like, that's it. Gloves are off. All right, everybody. This is
You're
the
gonna have-
well-endowed version of the show.
You're gonna have years of pent up rage just
Oh,
waiting
it's
to come
just,
out.
I'm writing the jokes. They're ready. They're in the chamber.
I'm angry, but I don't let that come out on stage. Like I'm gonna bottle that up. I'm gonna find a different outlet.
Are you really angry? Because I would think more disappointed. But
Because comedy,
I'm weirdly cynical, and so it's like, of course, I'm like less disappointed because
Okay.
I expect bad things to happen.
okay.
I'm a lot of fun.
right? But you're so nice about it.
Viewers.
Every time I see you upset, you're so nice.
I appreciate that. That is a coping mechanism.
I've been there.
For
I feel what you're putting down.
yeah, it just because yeah, man. Like I've never taken anger management, but like I've talked to people who've taken it, and one of the things they teach you is that most things that happen to you that like you get upset
Right,
about,
right.
most people aren't doing things to you. They're just doing things. They didn't find you in traffic to cut you off. They just cut someone off because they were trying to get to their destination.
That's a good point. Like nobody thinks about you as much as you think people think about you. where-
Exactly.
They're all coming
Yeah.
for us,
which is
right?
weird as comics to say that.
This is how I know none of you guys has Indian relatives. Okay.
But I live in a Little Elm, so I know what it's like to drive in India.
Oh, but you don't know how to be related to them.
Ah,
We're like, no, you have to come here for Christmas. It's not even our holiday, but you have to come. You're not familiar with the pain.
I mean, I try to keep them a state away, but keeping them on the other side of the world, that is going the distance.
Yeah, it's about the best you can do.
Right.
That's why, I mean, you're in Little Elm. Once you cross over into Frisco,
Yeah.
you may not be the same again.
Nice.
Aaron, could you speak up just so I cannot hear? I know
Oh.
the mic can probably hear you.
Yeah, it's very loud on my
yeah,
ears.
he's got
you've
the
got the
headphones on.
Are
So
you-
he's
Let me take
Are you
them.
picking?
no,
Yeah,
I can't. I can't hear him.
And
It's
no,
totally quiet out here.
It looks real legit with the headphones,
Yeah.
but I'm dead ass. I'm staring like right at your mouth. I don't even know if your wife knows.
I'm trying to.
But,
I'm trying to
like,
read them lips.
It was like
I'm
it was
saying.
like an NPR thing.
Man,
You're
I can hear you guys fantastically.
no, I know you can. Yeah, but
we should
I just need to be able to hear you a little bit.
we
That's
should
so
all wear
true.
headphones.
Because I'm doing a lot of
Alright.
I'm doing a lot of fake nodding, like
Yeah.
whatever you
that's
said.
just-
I'm
I
sure
was
is
too.
We are
true.
back to this week's edition
I
of
didn't know the
Water
difference.
Droplets.
I don't know the difference between regular nodding and fake nodding, so
Just
I was leaning in like with my good here, you know.
I just thought I was getting old. People were getting hard to hear, you know.
I'm the oldest one here. I thought it was me. Like,
Am I the youngest one here?
I think so.
No, I thought about this. I think it's me because I'm 29. What about you guys?
then I'm 32.
Yeah, I beat you by a couple of years.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, 29-year-old Mike McCullough.
29-year-old Mike McCullough.
wow, nice.
Pretty
What's
29-year-old.
the secret?
Well, a lot of rest. I sleep a lot.
I sleep a lot.
Yeah, I don't do a lot. I think a lot of times people age due to stress. So I figured the best remedy to that is to not do anything.
That makes sense.
Like alleviate your whole agenda from having to do stuff. I think a lot of times we're overburdened in life with responsibilities, obligations to other people. Forget about that. Don't do anything at all and retain your youthful appearance.
So, as a family man with a thriving law practice, I also am a successful stand-up comedian. How do you feel about this strategy of not doing anything?
I wish I'd have heard it when I was 29,
oh no, yeah.
because it would have changed everything.
why didn't people tell him that 6 years ago, guys?
There, I like it. I like it. Yes, 6 years ago when I was still in my 40s. That's how bad it is.
Ouch! Goddamn, that
that's
one.
bad.
To hear that, it hurts.
Well, it's
Yeah.
either that or
Yeah.
dying, dude. So like you want the numbers to keep going up.
oh
you
yeah, I
know?
never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you want the numbers to keep going up as long as you're still cogent enough to count them.
That's fair.
Well, I don't know.
Right.
You don't want to get to an age where you're like, I wish I was dead.
That's-
No, I'm not trying to be shitty. I'm not trying to be crappy to older people, but like it doesn't look like that much fun after 60. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to live past 60, but like
I don't
Is
know.
it fun? Is being 70
I
fun?
could do an
I
Al
don't know.
Casellia.
Oh
That's-
yeah, but
I-
Al's an exception. Like Al's.
Okay,
like
they're
a
not. They're
drug
not all like
dealer.
Al. Is what you're telling me?
They're
They're
all, they're all drug dealers?
I'm you know, probably.
I don't know.
I'm no snitch. I'm no snitch.
But I think it is true. Nowadays, 60 is the new 40. Like if you look
for
at
sure.
60-year-olds now, they are. You know, my mom is turning 70 in a couple of weeks, and she just left for India. She went to the airport. She's walking on. You know, she's
Your mom is turning 70.
yeah.
My mom is 77 years old.
Wow. Yeah, my
My mom had me old.
yeah. How old? She had to be like.
She
40
was
something.
43 and my dad was 24.
Man, that explains a
Oh
lot.
wow.
That is a gap.
Okay,
That
that's
is-
that's a story.
Yeah, like I knew it was old, but it didn't hit me that much until you just said my mom's turning
Yeah.
70. I was like, my mom celebrated that like
My mom's
many
way
Super
ahead
Bowls
of you.
ago, dude. Like, that is-
My mom's way ahead of you, Uncle. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I thought you were gonna say like your mom's the same age or something like that. You didn't
As
know you
me?
were gonna-
Now
no,
that'd be weird.
That would
That-
be okay. Yeah.
That would be
Could you
some Back to the
imagine?
Future
That would be
stuff.
stressful, burdening a baby with that kind of responsibility of like another baby.
Here's another
Yeah.
one just like
Like
you.
an
Babies,
exception, baby.
kids having kids. You
I'm
know?
saying.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just it's ridiculous these days. You know. I don't. It probably hasn't happened, but with this generation, you
Actually-
never know.
Actually, the statistics are this generation is not having children.
Oh yeah, they're not having sex either.
They're not
I
marrying.
mean, have you
nothing.
tried to online date? Online
Yeah.
dating.
I think
I'm kidding because I haven't.
I
was
tried
just
it,
a
but
joke,
I tried
You
it, but
guys
my
are all
wife got mad at
married,
me,
but
so I
I-
stopped.
Wait,
I've
are we
actually
all? Yeah,
experienced
we're all
online.
married.
Yeah.
I'm married.
Yeah.
You're married?
Not married. I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
Very happy with my girlfriend, but
Should
I
we
was-
pressure you into getting married? Is that
Yeah.
what you want?
Oh,
Alright.
like you guys would
Just
yeah.
a full court press.
Would you, guys, would you guys be there for me if I did?
I would
Or
try to
when
talk
you
you
got
out of
married?
it.
Would you pressure me into getting married and then not show up?
No,
on
I
my-
figure if
No.
I can talk you out of getting married, then she's not the one.
Oh, gotcha.
That is so wise.
Oh,
I,
dang.
I actually asked Aaron to dress up like my best man today, and he did.
I did
So,
my best, you know.
Thank you, Aaron, for showing up. I asked him like what was going on. He said, "Tell me what you said. What's
I
going
was
on
just-
with the outfit?"
I was just trying to step it up a little bit, trying to look nice for my audience.
I like that.
It's very important, right?
Yeah. And then
Best
I said,
man, worst man. I
Right?
get it.
Yeah.
We're
I said,
playing
I
the
wish
role.
you would have told me because I look like you're making me look like a schmuck.
No, dude, your outfit looks very good.
Yeah, I was
and
just actually
I
fishing for that.
reckon I've complimented your quarter zip many a time.
Yeah,
I'm not proud of mine. I like my Puma sweater, but it was making me hot.
It is a little
Like not
hot.
attractive hot, like temperature hot. And I was like, So then we get this shirt that my wife bought at like an outlet store.
Yeah,
It's
your
green.
shirt
She
looks
didn't
like
iron it or
you
wash
don't
it
want to
before
be
you wore it.
recognized. You're trying to blend in with any.
You're like a
Like-
gray man. You're just gonna slip into the shadows.
Yeah.
Like it's not a
This
bright
is the
color.
most
It's
bold of the neutrals, but it's still a neutral.
No, it is.
just you're making quite a statement with your.
It's like you're expressing yourself
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a muted way.
yeah,
Right.
very muted tones. Just
Very consistently just milk toast. That is who I am. You know?
yeah.
And I like milk and I like toast, so that's good.
I'm a little bit for everybody, bookers. Everybody. Everybody. I'm
Waldo,
telling you, everybody. Wink. I can wink, dude.
Waldo, what inspires you for comedy?
Oh, what in terms of material or to
Yeah.
like keep doing it?
Both. Yeah, both. Yeah.
I gotta say, like, I don't know how stereotypical this is, but like making a stranger laugh is so fire. Like
Yeah.
that's how I got my wife. Y'all all know my
Me
wife.
too.
Oh, yeah.
My wife is hot as a motherfucker.
You got
Like-
her doing stand up.
No, I got
That's
her just
power.
being. I
That's
got her just
power
being
right there.
funny because like she had a friend after me who's like 6'7" and like a swimmer, and I'm like, well, I can't compete with that
Why? Why?
unless with funny. That was my weapon.
She.
Funny makes me over 6 feet.
Wait, so who is this 6-foot guy? What was this story?
A great friend of mine. Hey, shout out. We're friends.
Oh,
We're
kid,
good.
I
Okay.
thought she had a 6'7" girlfriend that you were like.
No,
I
no,
can't,
no, no, no.
Okay,
She
this
had-
is your
she had
friend.
She had a friend of mine who was like, "Hey, are you okay if I talk to her?" And I was
Oh.
like, because I didn't want to be like, "Oh, that's the girl I'm trying to go after," because I've most
Right.
of my life been in swings and misses, and so I'm like, I'm not trying to tell people
Yeah.
that I like her, because then they'll be like, "What happened to that girl?" I'm like, I don't want to talk about it.
Look
So-
who's here.
Stood me up on my podcast.
Oh,
Sylvia McBateman,
I know.
ladies and
I know.
gentlemen.
Bateman,
It was
ladies.
our loss.
The only viewer knows.
I'm not sure what to do now.
I like this story.
I'm so
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, you give me the Heisman if it gets annoying. But like,
Yeah, let's do this.
basically, my friend was like, "Oh, would you mind if I talk to her?" And I was like, "Yeah, go for it, whatever." And then I was like, "Well, I lost that, you know." But then
Oh.
eventually, she was like, "Do you want to hang out?" And I was like, "Hell
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
I want to hang out." And then eventually, you know, we got married. Stuff happened in between.
Yada, yada,
Sure,
yada.
sure.
But like, I think I won because I was funny. Like,
Yeah,
Oh.
6'7" guy didn't have any.
Not a great storyteller.
Not
But
a
if you're
set.
that tall,
Yeah.
you don't have to tell stories.
No.
You just have to carry a measuring
walk
tape
in.
around.
You do.
Yeah.
Like,
You do.
You do?
You do.
Oh, he knows. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 6'4", and
Ah,
I still
what a
have to be
blessing.
funny. Yeah. I'm not very good looking, and I'm not rich or powerful. So
What are you talking about?
you
dude?
know, I mean, I'm okay looking, but
You're
I'm not,
very powerful.
I'm no Rocky though. You know?
Well,
I mean,
Well, consider yourself lucky. I mean, that's,
I'm all three, except for being rich. I am tall and handsome.
how
like-
tall are you, Mike?
you're like 6'1". That's not
6'4",
tall.
6.
Hey, hey,
6'5",
hey,
I'm like
hey.
an inch.
Some of us have feelings here, Aaron.
6. That is tall to people like Waldo. That is tall. That's height.
I have a
I
friend.
resemble that remark.
I have a friend who's like 5'4", and she asked a friend of mine who was taller than me, "Hey, how tall are you?" So I can say that's like too short on my dating profile. And I was
Oh.
like,
Wow.
"Bitch, you're 5'4".
Right.
What are you talking? Because my friend's 6. He's
Yeah.
like 6 foot,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that can't be too short. Like that can't be too short. Because like, what am I supposed? I can't wear heels.
There goes body positivity for you. Jeez.
Yeah, there's no coming back after that.
No.
Yeah.
Did you know only 3% of men are over 6 feet tall?
Do what?
Only 3% of men are over 6 feet tall.
And isn't it the Netherlands that has the tallest average height of any country in the world?
I think so. We're gonna make that up right now.
That would
Yeah.
make sense because I just remember watching Argentina play the Netherlands, and I was like, why do all
Which
of
country
the
played the Netherlands?
Argentina or as I say,
That's
or
that's how you got your wife.
Argentina.
Thank you. Could
That's how you
kind
got
of-
your
could
wife.
You light that up a little bit for us.
Your,
Nobody's
your
gonna
friend
know.
couldn't do this. He couldn't do the accent. He couldn't do the pronunciation. You're like Argentina. She's like, you want to hang out? That's what it was.
That's
a-
true. I can roll my R's. Rrr.
It's a Latin lover thing. Is that
True.
what?
Yeah.
That's actually a true thing.
I was competing against a white, and I was like, I got culture.
Oh, you got
He's
this.
competing
Listen.
against nobody.
That's it.
Why is it always gotta be racist?
Oh yeah, racism should be part of my intro too. Next time, if you ever invite me back.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting you back.
Like
Well,
so
no-
much for your privilege.
How excited are you about the Super Bowl?
Dude, I
Oh.
am. Well, here's the thing. I'm 10 bets in.
Oh,
Wait. Like, there's more than just like who's gonna win.
Yeah. So there. Well, I have a bet on who's gonna win.
Okay.
I have Kansas City on the money line just to win, so they don't have to cover any spread.
Okay.
I have the under 49.5. The number's now 50.5, so I'm kind of upset about that.
What does
what is
any of
this?
this
I know.
mean?
I have no idea.
Well, the
This is-
total
yeah, you-
points of both teams, if you add them up, it has to be less than 49.5 for me to win my bet. So
Okay.
if the game
Okay.
ends 27-24, that's 51, so I lose my bet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I also have a bet on the Brave in the like last word of the national anthem.
Oh.
I have a bet that he's gonna sing that for more than 5 seconds.
Okay.
Home of the
Who-
brave.
1001.
Who's singing it?
1002.
It's Chris Stapleton, and he's got pipes.
How old am I? I don't even know who this person is.
Oh, he's a
but-
country singer.
Yeah, he's,
Okay.
he's a good.
I'll take
singer.
your word for it.
So,
I'll
time
Google
for a
it later.
shout out to our sponsors, Gambling Anonymous. See the link in the description below. Rocky's here to do a case study for
Well,
us.
we've got some
Yes.
other. This is actually sports with Waldo. We want to go ahead and
Oh,
nail down some
okay.
other sports.
Let's do it.
NBA. We've got the Nuggets versus the Magic coming up. Now
Oh.
that's going to be a tough game for the Magic. Now,
It
could you-
is going to be a tough game for the Magic. So they just traded away Bol. Now Bol at one point was having a really good season, kind of lost his place in the rotation a little bit, and actually got traded today. And so today was a trade deadline in the NBA. And so like a lot of teams kind of got moved around, like a lot of players got moved around. Denver did not. I think Denver was part of a small trade, but like the Magic lost some points. So I'm not sure what the spread is on that game. I reckon it's probably like Nuggets minus like 5.5 or something.
Now we're going to move on to Chicago. Bulls versus the Nets. Who do you have
Now,
on
does
that?
Michael Jordan
Well,
still play with them?
Aren't Nets part of the
Jordan,
game? Like,
Michael Jordan's
the Nets
actually
are-
retired now. He's an executive, I believe, with the Charlotte Hornets. But the
Wait,
Nets
Michael
had-
Jordan. Wait. I'm sorry.
Wait,
I
the
thought he
Michael
just
Jordan?
did Hanes commercials.
he does the Hanes commercials.
Still?
But well, you know what? Not to brag, I haven't watched a commercial in a long time, but like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he's still like the spokesman. For Hanes.
Here's what I like about Michael Jordan commercials. You can tell he's such a prima donna that like they'll have like a regular guy in
Right.
the Hanes, but he wasn't on set when Michael Jordan was on set because they're like
Yeah, they're
cut
cutting.
to-
Yeah.
cut to Michael Jordan, and then this
Yeah.
guy like thanks Michael, and then Michael looked back at him or whatever. But it's like, dude, there's no way he would be like, I'm not talking to this trash, this riffraff. I'm one of the best humans in the world.
You can CGI. You can
Yeah.
CGI my
I don't want
passenger.
to talk to somebody
Yeah.
who has a gut. Okay, let's be honest.
No, here's the thing. I feel like if you're like I have like weirdly low self-esteem, but sometimes I also think I'm great, and I'm not great.
You're fantastic.
And if I were Michael Jordan great, like
I'd be out of control.
I'd be
Yeah.
out of control.
Even I know who he is.
He knows he's that great. Like he is the best, one of the best players ever in the world.
Although
of
LeBron
anything.
just beat him, right?
Well,
At least
yeah,
in terms of
LeBron
points.
is now the
Did
scoring
you
champion.
guys
but-
saw that Michael Jordan documentary or whatever.
The
it
Last
was.
Dance, dude. The
Yes.
Last Dance was
so sick.
great.
Was
dude.
so sick. It
It really
nails
made me
home-
forget about all the people dying of COVID. Like it was a great
It was
documentary.
that was a COVID.
But
Yeah,
Michael
that
that
was
was
was,
a COVID
That was a
documentary.
COVID.
but Michael
Wow.
was great in the
Okay.
90s before everybody was like doing steroids and all that kind of shit.
Well,
I'm not saying
I lived in
LeBron's just
Chicago
steroids,
in the
I'm just
90s.
saying-
I lived in Chicago when the Bulls were winning championships every year. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Wait.
Well, I was in college at the time, so it really,
you Chicago?
yeah. University
Nice.
of Chicago.
U Chicago is a great school.
But
In case the College Board has any questions, it's a great school. Keep ranking them up there. They're great.
Was it like when your high school was winning a lot of games and you're all fired up? Was the city on fire, kind of like that?
honestly,
No?
I was like, I just got to get to midterms, right? And
Right.
so it didn't really affect. Once they were in the finals, it was like we all watched it, but it didn't define my life at all.
yeah.
Which is why I have no idea what we're talking about when it comes to sports. I'm not a big sports guy, but I'm trying to keep up.
Well, you know what? I had a discussion with my wife where I was telling
Did
her
she tell
Is
you
that-
to kind of tone it down? The sports is
Yeah.
you're good?
Oh,
because I was like, "Hey, sweetheart, do you want to see all the spreadsheets I made for like betting the Super Bowl?" And she's like, "You don't have to do that." And I was like,
oh,
I'm like,
But how will you know?
it's hard. It's hard
Wow.
to argue that point.
We're a
She's very
data-driven
correct.
society, right? Data-driven. Data-driven.
You know what's okay? I told Linda about being invited to a Super Bowl party, and she goes, "You don't watch football." And that one kind of hurt. Like
Did it
it
hurt
hurt
a
my
little bit?
feelings a little bit. Like I'm invited to a party. Which you should be happy.
That's a
for
big
that.
deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
it's
everybody's
huge for
watching
me.
the
People want
game.
to
I'm
hang
going to
out
go
with
eat
you.
everything, right?
Yeah.
It's fine.
I didn't need that one. That one hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, let's move on to the NCAA.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right. This weekend we've got a big game: Iowa versus Purdue.
Here's your favorite to win that
who's
one.
yours?
So Purdue, I think Purdue at this point is they're still probably ranked in the top 10. They spent a few weeks at number 1 this year. Iowa, I know Iowa State is having a great season. Iowa, well, I believe Iowa is also pretty good this year, but like Purdue, I mean,
Yeah,
shout out to the
they're-
Boilermaker. Oh, sorry.
They're one on my sheet. I should have picked games. I didn't know who was close at all. So Iowa is probably going to get blown out. So
Iowa
I think-
probably loses, but Purdue doesn't blow teams out.
Now, if
Like,
it's not too much of a personal question, can I ask how much money you have on the game?
I don't have any money on the college basketball
Okay.
or
Oh.
the NBA.
Okay.
Okay.
At this point,
You're an
in
NFL
time.
guy
'Cause
then.
that
I'm an
would be-
NFL
okay.
combat sports and
Combat
Oh,
sports.
combat sports.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the big MMA, there's like, isn't there like a big MMA thing coming up?
Yeah,
soon?
there's a huge card in Australia, which I believe it'll be Saturday night in Australia. Australia's 17 hours ahead.
Yeah, so
of
that'll
us.
be Saturday daytime for
So
us.
I think it'll be Saturday
Yeah.
daytime for us, and it's actually the number 1 and number 2 pound for pound.
That's
Islam
what I understand.
Makhachev
And this is going to determine who
and
win.
Volkanovski, who's
I know
moving
that
up in
part.
weight.
Shit. You know what sucks? When I was researching sports and sports coming up, that one didn't pop up on Google.
It's
And that
because
seems like it's big.
It's like a niche
They
thing.
don't want
I
you
think.
to know.
the UFC's like not as big as the fans in it would lead you to believe.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's true.
you know what it kind of is like? I hate to say it this way. It's like sometimes we think like this is a huge deal. I'm at the Backdoor Comedy Club.
That
And
is a
it's
big
like
deal.
a big deal to us.
Right.
But if you tell someone like I just did 4 minutes at the back door, and people are like, I don't know what that sentence means at all.
You're like, keep your personal life
Some
out of
people
this. Yeah,
know
I get
that,
it.
but
Yeah.
it's a different thing. It's a different, yeah.
So like that. Well, that's what UFC is. It's like it's kind of niche.
Yeah.
N-I-C-H-E. Is that niche or niche?
Niche?
Yeah,
It's kinda niche.
Yeah, niche.
Yeah.
All right, so Rocky, you're not a
I'm
sports
learning
guy.
to read advertisers.
So Rocky, you're not a sports guy. What is it for you?
Well, actually, I do like MMA.
Okay.
I would enjoy watching that, except it's always pay-per-view, and I'm not willing to pay. I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming or
I
something.
guess as a member of the legal arena, you
Yeah.
probably don't illegally stream pay-per-views.
No, and honestly, I don't know how to do it.
He can afford.
Right.
He doesn't have
Rocky's
to,
an
like,
attorney.
illegally string. Like he's like, I actually buy that. That's not a big.
Yeah,
But
I buy
it's-
it and don't watch. I let the world know what I'm capable of.
But it's the principle of
odd.
it.
I've got the whole package, so I don't know.
There's so much litigation coming through. I could just continually buy paper.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I actually have to buy it just to burn money. It's not.
It's money laundering.
I
Is
do.
behind.
The-
No, I'm not
Hey,
saying
let's, don't
Rocky
slap
does
the
not
table.
money launder. He's a man of intense
No,
integrity.
no. I mean, I do like to evade taxes every once in a
Oh,
while,
well,
but
who among us?
I mean, come on.
You know,
I don't know. They got Hoffa. They got Hoffa. They're gonna get me.
that's true. They did get Hoff. I will. Oh, you guys want to hear something hilarious that I probably should put out there?
yes.
We hired a lady to do our 2021 taxes, and they're not done yet.
Oh wow.
So-
Are you paying or getting money back?
They should. I believe we're going to be getting money back.
But there'll be a penalty for a late filing, and that's
Right.
the problem.
And I'm hoping
Okay.
that they pay the penalty, but like that, this is the closest I've ever been to like evading taxes. Because I just text her, like,
Yeah.
hey, are they done?
Why didn't
and
you
then
do
she
this?
leaves me on red.
Were you cradling
I was
your phone?
typing like an aerial keyboard, but,
But then you were
that's
like
not-
cradling the phone.
This is
as
how
if,
I text.
Okay.
Underneath my tit. Is
Like just
how
right
my
Okay.
there,
text
rest
most
your tit
comfortable.
Yeah.
onto the phone.
Yeah, so I can
think
just kind of
is-
like look down, like not need my glasses and like read the screen.
That's okay.
I'm a weird person.
Okay, your 2021 taxes? I think
Yeah.
she's evading you. I think that's what's.
She's evading your taxes.
Yeah, she's.
I wish she wouldn't, because if they were like, hey, you're going to jail because you didn't do your taxes, I'd be like, I mean, you're not wrong, but I'd
Oh, you're
really
not,
prefer
you're not evading
not to
taxes that much.
You-
I mean, I don't know you. I don't want it. Maybe you are. Who knows?
No,
you
no,
did have
this
this
is my
gambling
first
issue.
year of being
You
delinquent.
know what? I feel like if you use that as an excuse, like I gave it to this lady and she hasn't done them for a year, they'd be like, "Yeah, right, sir."
Right.
That's what
Rocky, would
everybody
that hold up
says.
in
So
court?
no, it would not. Actually, when you sign your tax return, even if a CPA does the taxes for you and makes a mistake, you are on the hook. So it's
Wait, are you serious?
it is, and it's you write. That's why you sign your tax return. Now, what the way this works? If your CPA screws up and you get into some kind of trouble or something happens, the government comes after you, and then you can sue your CPA. But the government does
yeah.
not go to your CPA. You can get their license revoked. You can do things like that, but you're still on the hook,
Wait,
even
but-
if you hired a CPA.
So I should hire an attorney to do my taxes
it
because
doesn't matter who you hire.
Oh wow, because malpractice and privilege. And,
Again, malpractice is you suing the attorny,
Wow.
not the government
They really do stick it
arresting.
to us, don't they?
What's that?
They really do stick it to us, don't they?
Well, it's
I would really like them to go
Yes.
like not do the middleman. You know, just go directly to the CPA.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to have to deal with that. Is what I'm saying.
to them the CPA.
That's why I paid a lady to do it, so I wouldn't have
Yeah,
to
I paid
deal
the
with it.
HR block promise.
Yeah. No, to them the CPA is the middleman. You're the end. We're
Well,
the
if
end
I have
person.
to then like if they get at me and then I have to go and then sue somebody else, that's too much legwork for me. I
No,
think.
but that's the way the law works. So,
Rocky,
yeah,
that
Of-
damn law.
Of your material, what is your favorite joke?
out of whose
Of
material?
your material.
Out of my material? Okay. I was like, out of Waldo's material?
No, out of your material.
I
I
like that.
haven't laughed yet, but one of these things has some potential.
I love the part where he says, "How's everybody doing tonight?"
Oh, that's a
I've
great
never
opener.
been comfortable enough on stage to say that, Rocky. I knew you didn't watch my sets. I
that's-
knew it the whole time.
No, actually, I love the part where you talk about how you're not that smart, and then you rattle out your degrees, and I'm like, yeah, clearly, dumbass,
You have,
right?
you have degrees?
Yeah, I have a master's degree, bro.
Yeah.
A master's in what?
Masters of Science in Finance.
Oh wow.
This is what I'm talking about. And he's like, I'm such a dumb guy. And I'm like,
No, but in all seriousness,
thought
I am
it
pretty
was-
dumb, bro.
I thought it was fine. I've talked to you like a million times about what you do, and every time it's like,
It's like Chandler
yeah.
Bing, right?
I think I tune out though a little bit. I kind of start like,
Yeah. How's that weenus coming along?
Dude,
The weenus, yes.
Every time someone asks me about my job, I'm like, you signed up for this. Like, you're going to hear about my
yeah,
boring
that
ass
was
job.
that was my
Like-
mistake for asking. I
Yeah.
think is what, yeah. But I knew it was something in finance. I knew
Yeah.
that at least, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I work in mortgage, and it's pretty demoralizing. Because, like, I got to keep working for, like, 35 more years if retirement age stays at
Oh, are
60.
you
Wow.
already looking
Or-
forward to retirement?
or you could be a
Yeah,
famous
you've
comic.
already, like,
Everybody
have
is.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
I wanted.
Mike, you have gray hair.
I
You
just
should be.
Know, I just know I'm gonna like have to work until I'm dead. I just know that's. I don't have.
I think that's everybody our age. None of us are retiring.
Oh, it's retirement's hard. It's getting harder. There's no
Yeah.
question.
I don't know, man.
Wow.
Like,
This-
I'd like to be able to retire, but I also recognize that, like, at that age, if I have nothing to do, like, won't I atrophy quicker, like, mentally and stuff like that?
I don't know. Most of the people that I know who have retired are incredibly busy.
Really?
Yeah.
And
They
they're like,
stay
how did I
busy.
ever have time to do all this when I had a
Yeah.
job?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing. So I mean, really, that's a great
Maybe.
time to take up comedy. Is the whole point, right?
Yeah.
You retire. That's Al Coselia.
Right.
We need to all be like Al. Al is our man.
Al,
Yeah.
Al really
We
is
are Al.
exemplary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Al.
Yes.
Love you,
Al
Al.
Cosellia.
Al Coselia.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Say it 3 times fast.
We are 33
Alcohol.
minutes into this
We are
shindig.
43
Okay,
minutes into the
33.
show.
All right. Let's.
Oh, sorry,
We've got an agenda.
Oh, I've got it. Yeah. All right. We're getting back to Waldo and sports. Soccer. We've got West Ham United versus Chelsea. Who do you
So
Wow.
got?
the Premier League is
Wow.
relatively top heavy, but this year there's actually been a little bit of movement.
Top heavy. Sounds hot.
Chelsea,
It's
well,
on the
you
other
know,
side.
I don't actually know if. Oh, I might get my years mixed up, but I feel like Chelsea. No, last year they didn't. But Chelsea like won the Premier League like in like the last 3 years. Like they're really good. West Ham, I feel like, is not very good, but I think West Ham scores like every game because I was listening to someone who knows better than I do the Premier League, and he always bets both teams to score in West Ham games. So I think they're like a little bit loose defensively, but like pretty reckless offensively. And so, I mean, if you're looking for an angle on that, I'm probably not going to watch the game because I'm expecting Chelsea to kind of give
That
them
does
business.
bring me to a good point here. In my research, there's a lot of hams at the end
Yes.
of these team names.
Yes.
What is that about?
I think England is not very creative, just based on like their culinary,
Yeah.
How
like,
did they conquer
Yeah.
the world?
But then
of
shouldn't it be
having worse
spam?
food?
Shouldn't it be West Spam?
it
Notting
should be
Spam?
West Spam United.
Yes.
Notting Spam Forest.
Right.
Yeah.
South
full
no,
spam.
That's what makes me kind of. Yes.
Arson spam, I think is that's a good one.
Chow Spam.
All right. We're going to move on to cricket. Zimbabwe versus the West Indies. Who do you have?
So I believe Zimbabwe. I believe it's like the T20 tournament, which is like the 20
Yeah,
overs.
right.
Rocky, I feel like that's a little bit racist for me to confirm with you. But like, do you watch cricket?
Are the-
I love cricket.
Are the West Indies
I-
different from India?
You know
It's
what?
a-
That's the thing. No, because India has its own team, and I
Oh.
like.
Yes.
They,
The
they've
West
been
Indies
pulling-
is the Caribbean.
Oh.
And then-
I knew that from
See,
high school.
yeah.
We talked about that.
we're
That's,
good.
that's why Columbus came here, right?
But the British called it that because they're like, oh, it's basically Indians,
Yeah,
except in the
basically.
West.
They
I'm
weren't
surprised
real
they
good
didn't
with
call
maps.
it. I'm surprised they didn't call it Indie Ham. But
Indie
okay.
Ham.
But cricket, let me just give cricket its flowers. If you have the ESPN Plus app, you can watch cricket matches, and they'll do the T20. So like each over is 6 balls, so it'll be like 120 balls each side, and it's like a lot of fun watching cricket. Like
Man, I can't keep up with 4 balls in baseball. There's 120 balls in cricket.
there's 120.
How do
And
they
like,
walk?
And like, it's
So
like,
many balls.
there's just 60 people's worth.
There's balls and balls and balls.
Speaking of ball, wall ball, me versus Rocky. Who do you have?
Rocky all day long.
You're going with Rocky.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I don't even know what the game is.
I associate wall ball as like a minority sport. I always just associate white
so
people as
hence
like
the-
having
okay.
access to courts and like playing nice things,
I grew
and
up
like
in
us
a-
throwing tennis balls off of a wall.
God, yes, I grew up in an
Okay.
apartment complex.
Okay,
I-
okay, so you okay? Then you know
He's,
what?
he's one of us.
Yeah, one of us.
One of us.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
You are honorary Brown.
All right. Okay. Here's the deal. Have you seen this picture of Tom?
Segura.
No,
Is that
Tom
the most
Brady.
famous Tom I know. Okay.
Tom Brady's retiring, you guys,
He is.
and he unleashed a picture on.
Oh, the
Twitter.
one of his in his underwear.
Yeah.
The underwear picture.
Have you seen this thing?
I did not look
see
at
the-
it for very long.
I did see the photo. It was a little bit strange.
Well, I think the other thing is he.
Does he need me?
No, he said me.
Oh.
I'll go see what he wants.
Are you
real quick.
hosting?
I don't know. Maybe I'm going to find out.
Looks like it.
All
Talk
right.
Sports. I'll be back.
Yeah. Okay, is Tom Brady the? Oh, I want to just flash a picture of that picture.
Okay. Well,
Anyways, is Tom Brady
Flash.
the most divorced man in sports right now?
oh. But you said right now, so that we're not talking about people in the past.
Is that like a cry for help? Is what I'm wondering. Is that?
Here's the thing about Tom Brady. Rumor has it that he and Giselle are on good speaking terms.
Okay.
right.
And she actually is the one who persuaded him to like call it a career. And so I'm not saying that means like there's a reconciliation to the marriage, but I do think that means he is less divorced than one would think. He has divorcee behavior, and I think he's apparently slamming into like a gorgeous like 26-year-old.
Who looks like Giselle, if I'm not mistaken, right?
She does look like a younger Giselle.
Yeah.
I am a clean comic, but
Did you say slamming it into?
yeah, is that that's,
No, I just.
That's
I
not my
never
best
expect-
phrase,
I
you
never
know?
expected to hear that. Out of,
I don't give off a sexual vibe. I recognize.
Are you sure?
I'm very milquetoast.
I mean, for some people, you might be their cup of tea.
That might.
I don't think I'm my wife's cup of tea, and she likes tea. Like,
But she's
I'm
more
not
into
a-
coffee, so
I'm
hey.
saying.
Rocky, what are you talking about here tonight at the back door?
You know, so I've been actually taking a class the last few weeks. I'm taking
Oh,
Dean Lewis's
Dean's
class.
class?
Yes,
Yeah.
Dean Lewis's class.
are you?
If you're,
Are you in it with Jake?
Yes.
is taking Dean's
Yes,
class.
we're both in
Yeah.
it together.
Interesting.
And it is for any comics out there who might be watching, I recommend taking this class. It's gotten back in person again, which is huge. It was online for a while. So it's given he gives you all these writing tools and all these ways of coming up with jokes. It is unreal. So I've been working on some lawyer jokes, like about being an attorney. And I could never come up with them. And so I've got a few that I'm going to try tonight.
Are you doing your Dean jokes tonight?
I'm doing
That's
some
awesome.
Dean jokes tonight.
That's
I want to
awesome.
see how
Nice.
I'm going to see how they'll be rough. I'm not expecting a great response, but I want to try them out because eventually I want to put these into something. So
It's a sausage making factory, dude.
this is it.
We're
This
just
is
gonna
it.
work them out, and then when we get on to like showtime,
Yeah, then it's going to be like so awesome.
yeah.
Waldo, what are you talking about tonight?
So I have a show that I'm doing next Saturday that I'm gonna like. It's like a new venue, so I'm like I
Oh.
want to try out, or I want to like dust off some of the old really good stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do some old really good stuff. Like,
Nice.
well, you know
Nice.
what? That's kind of arrogant to call it really good stuff, but I'm gonna do some old stuff tonight.
Sweet.
I'm going to do tested material.
Yeah. I'm gonna do tested material Rusty, and
Yes.
we'll see if the equilibrium still
Yeah.
gets me to laughter.
I know the feel.
We have a section. We have a segment we like to do with Rocky Dihr. Called
Rocky
Around
Dihr.
the World with Rocky Dihr. Rocky Dihr is a brilliant impressionist, right? Is that what you don't really see?
He's
a
an
lot of-
artist, impressionist.
Yeah, not
art.
like Monet.
Yeah,
okay.
no.
not-
Hey, rest in peace to Monet. Shout out.
I actually looked up like good impressions, and they were like, "Do you mean not comics?" They were like impression, like reliefs or whatever. I'm like, no,
Comedians.
impressions, like
Impersonations.
Yeah. Like Dan Soder, shout
what,
out to
what,
Dan
are,
Soder.
what are very popular impersonations to do, And I was like, I'm structuring this thing around the world. Let's do English accents. Let's do French accents. And then I was like, wait a second. There's not many other accents
that you're allowed to.
Yeah,
I mean,
that I'm
yeah.
allowed to really.
Yeah.
So I stopped.
Or that even I'm allowed to do. I
You
mean,
can totally.
Well,
You
can
really
do
took a
characters.
one-way trip to Europe, and we're like, this is
Okay,
the only place
so-
I'm gonna
That's
go.
So
we
for
can do
example,
characters. My friend Tim Chu out in San Francisco. I love you, Tim. He's Chinese. He taught me the Chinese accent, how to talk like Chinese uncles and aunties. I taught him the Indian accent. We walked around Manhattan and we traded accents
I love
in the
that.
summer of 1998.
That's kinda
I
sick.
cannot do that on stage anymore, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
and it just kills me because it was.
25 years of cancel culture.
I'm telling you. So yeah, we had this.
You've been canceled.
one of
Yes.
the things I love the most is when a comic will just go into and out of an accent, like it's nothing, right? They're talking along and then accent and then
It just happens.
yeah.
I
think that's
love it
amazing.
when that happens. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That is
All
so
right, English
fire.
accent. Can you English accent for us?
Well, of course, the English accent's not that hard. Actually, it's really all about curry and
That's very.
and really, just at the end of the day, I'm sounding more like a brown man than I am a white man anymore. If you've ever been to England,
Cockney English. Can you do the? All right, governor.
like,
I don't know the rest. I
I'm a
can't.
Cockney English, but it's a bit kind of you're having a higher conversation with a Cockney guy. You have no idea what you're talking about. I've got cousins. I actually have cousins in Nottingham. They live in Nottingham in England. We've had entire conversations with each other, and I've had no idea what they're saying.
Nice.
Yeah, because real people don't come with subtitles. you
No,
know?
they don't. And there was one time I went to visit them, and they were like, "Have you got properly tried the jacket potatoes? Have you ever tried the jacket potato jackets?" And so I was like, "Let's go try potato
Are you
jackets."
saying jack and potatoes?
Jacket potatoes, potato
like
jackets.
jacket?
Yeah. So I was like looking forward to this thing. They take me into Nottingham Town Square. I try this out.
Not eating them again.
I try the. You know what? It was a baked potato with baked beans. Of course, you've got to have the baked beans, but it was. That's what it was. It was a baked potato with baked beans.
Can we get a little boomhauer?
I'll tell you what, man. No dang no, the baked beans, man. You walk around, you just tooting all the time, man. You don't dang old go around.
You know they're rebooting King of the Hill?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Yes.
His career
It's
got a boost.
This was.
Buy stock in Rocky
The
now.
comedy
You're not
gods.
gonna be able to
The-
get
Yeah,
shares
go
later.
ahead. Go
I'll
ahead
tell
and
you what,
invest
those
it.
comedy gods were looking down at me.
Has
I
anyone
wonder if
seen
Hank
the,
Hill is going to be into propane or if he's going to have a Tesla. But
Has anyone seen the That's 90s show? Have you guys seen the 90s
I
show?
haven't,
No.
but that 70s show was like when I was in high school, and like,
Oh, bless you.
man, it spoke to me something heavy.
Nice. Yeah.
Shout out to Eric Foreman.
I was kind of wondering, like, I saw the two of the parents. I didn't see the 90s exactly. That I wasn't tracking. I was like, who were these kids? I thought, did the 70s show just get rid of all the kids and then import other kids?
is it a continuation where the kids from the 70s are now the parents in the 90s?
Yeah.
Is that what it
I
is?
wasn't tracking that it was
Okay.
the 90s show. I was like, did the 70s show change that much? I just
Oh, I got you.
did I
Okay.
clock out?
They were
and
all
somewhere-
Benjamin Buttons and got younger.
They got like what happened? I guess they're just trying to be, they're just staying alive. Is all it is.
I did not think it was a new show. It's a new show, so
I haven't seen it, but I can't imagine it being good because they also tried a That's 80s show.
Oh.
That was
you guys
terrible.
watch that? It was
Yeah.
not.
didn't they? I just
Wow.
yeah.
It was
My
not.
thing is, I want to see what like Eric and Donna and Fez and Michael are doing in the 90s. I don't really want to watch their kids.
I also
Right.
Like, I'm not a
apparently
teenager.
Hyde,
Yeah.
Hyde has gotten into some legal
Yeah,
trouble.
he's not a good
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
yeah,
a
yeah.
bad guy.
Yeah, one of them. I don't know which one, but
He
yeah.
got in
he-
the kind of
Something
trouble.
Masterson.
Yeah.
Masterson.
Danny
Oh, yes.
Masterson.
yes.
Wait, who's the sixth kid? It's Eric Donna,
Oh, it's did we do
Kelso Fez,
Fez?
Jackie. Oh,
Ja-
Jackie.
damn it,
Yeah, well,
Jackie.
Jackie's a famous.
Yeah, Jackie.
She's the most famous. Well,
Yeah.
Eric's he's pretty high up there too.
Yeah, Topher
Yeah.
Grace.
He's turned
he
in
did
Topher
some
Grace
stuff.
has turned in some very good performances.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Win a
Yes.
Date with Tad Hamilton.
He was also in Traffic,
Yeah.
the very serious
Oh.
drug movie. He was
Yeah.
in that one.
Yeah.
So we
So-
have about 5 minutes to get this
Okay.
wrapped
sorry.
up.
Okay.
We
Oh, what do we need to do?
we need to do the game.
Oh.
We came here to play.
Yes, the
Two
game.
Truths and a lie
Okay.
is
All right.
where we have two truths, a lie, and then the rest of the players interrogate you to suss out that truth or to suss out that lie. I can go ahead and start first.
Okay.
Love it.
All right, I brought my two.
They told me about this last week, and I have not thought about it since.
Yes.
So I'm going to be making up two truths and a lie right now.
Or they might be all lies for all you know.
I called this one 3 truths because they're 3 truths. Don't call me a liar.
You sound like a Dalai Lama. Like there are 3 truths.
That's my okay. So I had something. My cone. That's my cone. No,
Your cone?
I'm just learning about Buddhism.
Oh.
It's a cone. It's a riddle that makes you think.
You should
My cone is
listen-
waffle, but I don't know what you...
You should listen to Mindful Metal Jacket. Joe List does the podcast.
Okay.
It's about mental health, and he's really into Buddhism. And like, there's funny stuff in it, but there's also like really serious talks. And he
I
like
love it.
he's into like the literature, and he recommends books and stuff. And I think it would actually be a really good listen.
I got a Buddhism for beginners book. Is what I'm.
That's
This is a comedy podcast, not a
right.
book club.
All right,
So I want to hear
my
these.
best
Okay.
Buddha jokes.
I love Tom Parada as a writer. I'm not sure why I did that accent. That was racist as
perfect.
fuck. I'm sorry.
I ran the Austin Marathon in five hours.
I'm going to say no.
I graduated from college at the age of 35. I was riffraffed in a community stage effort of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Riff
What is
Raff?
riffraff?
What
Do
is
you
that?
guys know who Riff Raff is?
No.
He's like the butler in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay. I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, on the big stage.
I haven't.
Okay.
You
I
guys
was
have
gonna
never.
wait until someone else admitted it. before
I was like, I have no idea.
It's my favorite movie. I was very proud to star.
And
in
now we
that.
have to interrogate you to figure out which is the
Yeah,
lie?
you have to figure out which one's the lie. Interrogate me.
I don't.
What
What
is
was
the
it?
longest you ran to train for the marathon?
18 miles.
Okay. I have a friend who's run a marathon, and she told me the most she ran was 18 miles. Okay.
Oh shit, we were probably on the same program.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you did not run 26 miles in 5 hours. That's my guess.
Okay.
Well, I wanna ask more
Yeah,
interrogation
go for it.
questions if that's okay.
Yeah.
On the graduating college at 35, was it an undergraduate degree or a graduate degree?
Oh, undergraduate. Do you?
Yeah.
That's great that you would think that I've achieved a higher level.
Did you do all 4 years consecutively, or did you do?
I did not. I was very. I think it started in my 20s, and finished when I was about 35.
You know, one of my favorite comics is known for saying lots of people go to school for 7 years.
I went to school for about 10. After 10 years, the college, the credits will depreciate. They start going off. Like, they're not good anymore.
Oh, I can go back and start
Yeah.
over now from clean?
You cannot. After a
Nice.
while, you can't
Wow.
start in over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was almost at a point where we're about to start taking credits away.
So I'd say either you were not riffraff in the Rocky Horror Picture Show or the timing was off on the marathon. I'm thinking it's one of those
yeah,
two
because
that's
there's
off.
3 facts in the marathon,
Yeah.
right? It's Austin. It's 5 hours.
Okay, 5 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, it was 5 hours and 10. But
All
we
right, so
could
let's
in the
let's,
course
let's
of,
do the math on this. It's 310 minutes for 26 miles.
I'm just going to,
Yes.
we've got a podcast here to shoot.
So
Chat GTP.
I mean, what are we saying?
I think it's
312.
about, I think
That's
it's
a
about 10
12-minute mile.
Well, yeah, in between 10 12 minutes, yeah.
For
What was-
26 miles. Wow, that's impressive.
That's like very impressive. But you know what? I've seen you take pictures in like a running shirt and stuff. But I know Linda. Is it all right if I say?
Yeah, go for it.
I know
Oh, she's a
Linda's
runner.
very much
Yeah.
into running.
Yeah. She was very impressed by my medal. MEDDLE and my MEDLE.
MEDAL.
We are quickly running out of time. The buzzer is ticking down.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Are you hosting tonight? Is that
I'm not, but we do need to get wrapped up in time to kind of get ready to go
I'm
over
gonna
there.
say that you were not, that you did not run that marathon.
I didn't run the marathon.
That's where we're going with too.
I'm going to say you did not run the marathon in 5 hours and 10 minutes.
I did run the marathon.
Did you in 5:10?
I did. Yes, 5 hours.
Man,
10
congratulations,
Oh.
dude.
Thank
That's
you.
So what was the
awesome.
lie?
Yeah.
I wasn't riffraff.
Okay.
I've never been in
Man,
musical.
congratulations.
Okay.
I couldn't ask any follow-up
Yeah.
questions on Rocky Horror.
I didn't know
I was
enough.
gonna ask, like, are there kids in that movie? It's
I
a
didn't know
horror
enough
film.
about it.
All right, I think that's our show.
Okay. Woo.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Hey, thanks
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Yeah.
For
Thank
real.
you, everybody.
Um,
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
watching.
watching.